So this is the recap from the RBC Heritage Golf Tournament that I went to on Sunday. But before I can go really into Sunday's recap, we've got to talk about the unwritten rule of the game, quid pro quo. Now, if you ever worked a job in corporate outside of a mom and pop shop, um, every human resource department defines quid pro quo as this for that when they are describing like sexually awkward males who basically make propositions to their female subordinates in order to give them the promise of a promotion. And it usually is associated with like a negative connotation. We usually think about like one side exploitation, but it's actually way more important than that. It's a very quid quo pro. It's a very important term in the game of power, we all want something. I want money, sex, and power. Um, the College of Charleston pretty much says, all right, cool. We'll provide you with education, training, access to important people, and we will promote you as long as you don't do anything that makes us look bad in the eyes of the public. Those are like the unwritten social contracts that we have, and pretty much every student has with the organization that they went to. But they even though they don't explicitly say it's implied, they pretty much say, well, however, we want something too, sir. We, the college that you hold a 4-year degree, are a business. On top of tuition, we need donations in order to survive. We want a large number of donors, but also we need large and small donations. If you don't believe me, ask Limestone College in Gaffney, South Carolina, how things are working on their end. They forgot what game that they were in. They failed to complete their assignment, and now they may have to close their doors for good. All right, so this is very serious business. In the game of power, you have to understand what game you're in. College I went to, they understand that they're in the business of making money, and they're gonna make their money through tuition and donations. Now, back to the tournament though, they had a tent on the 10th hole with drink tickets for passersby. I had two buddies with me who I honestly just met earlier that morning. It just happened by chance. They asked me to hang out with them. We went to the first hole. So when you go to the first hole, there's like a section where you walk up some bleachers. Let's say the bleachers are here, the golf is here. So you're looking behind the first golfer. As he swings that way, and then you walk on to the second hole, and we were just friends ever since. So they are from. Well, they were from, I believe, New York, like outside of Syracuse, but they went to USC at Beaufort, and so I was able to bring them with me as guests, and we got drink tickets at the College of Charleston tent. However, those drink tickets were not free, even though I didn't have to pay for them outright. I was asked by the ladies working at the College Charleston alumni office who worked there, but who were at the tent, obviously hosting the tent, the snacks, and the drinks. If I would like to consider sponsoring a chair at this year's graduation and leave a message for the upcoming graduates. And of course, my answer was hell yes. Like, ma'am, I would happily pay the $25 or $30 as it costs in order to sponsor a charity and make a donation. Thank you for providing me a place to watch the golf tournament where it's nice and shady. It's like the tent's here. Um, I think like the hole is here, so like we're looking directly onto the course. We get to drink, we get to meet people. I get to bring my buddies with me. Maybe we get to make some business, down the road, make some moves, or maybe we could just be good friends. We'll see. But y'all provided this thing, so yes, I'd be more than happy to give you my donation. And if they ever want to relocate down south, I think they're working up north, but they weren't. relocate down south. Just reach out. I'll see what I can do for them. And so this is how the game is supposed to be played. Um, the golf tournament was amazing, by the way. Before I left, I asked my general manager last Friday what type of golfer or which golfer he liked, and so he told me Scotty Scheffler, which I don't watch a lot of golf, so I assume he's like one of the better golfers out there. But I was able to, while I was down there, get some really nice up close videos of Scotty. And when I got my ticket on that Sunday, like you scan it like your ticket on your phone, and then they give you a lanyard. And so the lanyard has like the day on it, the tournament, and it usually has like a graphic. And a lot of people who are into golf collect the graphics. And I believe the thumbnail of this video is going to be a picture of me holding the graphic. And so I bring it to my general manager because I know he likes golf and he's typically working every Heritage weekend. So I make it my mission to bring back one of those lanyards intact because it's cardboard. You don't want it to get wet, but he can add it to his collection. So it's like a memento. Like I get to take off from my second job. I get to go work on my goals. And this is a thank you for all of your help and your support. And honestly, that's how the game is supposed to be played. Now, the icing on the cake would have been had I been able to get Scotty Scheffler to sign the lanyard because the lanyard itself, as you'll see in the thumbnail, has like I guess like a picture of Scotty from 2024 when he won the Heritage last year. But at 3 o'clock, I was just tired from drinking in the heat, and I decided just to go home. So um, if I have more time next year, that's going to be a point of emphasis to get one of those lanyards signed so I can bring it back to my general manager. But yeah, so that's how the game is supposed to be played.